I was shocked to discover that the biological father of my daughter was the beggar I had just taken in. Holding the paternity test in my hand, I was completely stunned, unable to accept the truth. My vision went black, and I fainted on the spot. But my daughter adored the beggar. She looked after him with care and insisted on bringing him home for a bath. While helping him change clothes, I accidentally discovered that his identity was far more complicated than it seemed. I had once been the daughter of a wealthy family, but fell into my scheming sister's trap and ended up having a one-night stand with a stranger. That was how I became pregnant with my daughter. From a young age, my daughter could understand animals. With her gift, we made a living helping people find lost items in exchange for payment. That day, during a live stream, she helped a client search for a long-lost ring. She crawled through the bushes when suddenly, a small green snake leapt at her. But she calmly caught it midair and said the ring was in the snake's belly. Viewers screamed in horror. Some accused me of exploiting my child for fame, but I trusted her completely. I told them she was born with the ability to speak with animals. The little green snake hissed. My daughter warned it. If it didn't spit out the ring, she would make it pass out. Everyone thought we were acting. But the next second, the snake actually spat out the ring. It turned out to be the wedding ring that a famous actress had offered a $500,000 reward for. The live stream exploded with excitement. Gifts and donations flooded in. My daughter smiled and asked me, "Now that we have the money, can you finally tell me who my dad is?" I smiled bitterly and shook my head, telling her I didn't know who he was. Angry, she stormed out with the dog, determined to find her father herself. What I didn't know was that he was also searching for me. His assistant had just confirmed that the woman from that night was indeed the eldest daughter of my family. But before he could celebrate, a truck crashed into his car. He lost consciousness on the spot. Meanwhile, my daughter was walking down the road, telling the dog again and again that she wanted to find her father. Suddenly, the dog wagged its tail and said her father was nearby. She immediately told the dog to lead the way. To her surprise, they stopped in front of a beggar. She ran up to him, calling, "Dad! Dad!" over and over. I stood frozen, unable to believe that her father could be a beggar, but she was sure. She believed the dog wouldn't lie, so I had no choice but to take them for a paternity test. My heart, I told myself. The man from that night couldn't be him. But when the results came back, I was completely speechless. He really was my daughter's father. I forced myself to accept it, though my heart was still filled with confusion. To lighten my burden, I had him join my live streams so he could start earning his own way. But I didn't know that elsewhere, a wealthy heir was desperately searching for a missing man. The man they were looking for was the very beggar I brought home. He wasn't a real beggar. He was the third son of a powerful corporation. He'd ended up on the streets due to memory loss. Just as the truth was about to come out, my father and scheming sister showed up at my door. For the sake of family interests, they tried to force me to marry a fool to gain a seat at the shareholders' meeting. I refused coldly and turned to leave. They ordered their guards to seize me. The beggar stepped in front of me and my daughter, knocking the guards down effortlessly. My sister went mad, ordering her people to kidnap my daughter. I tried to fight them off, but was held back. She threatened me, saying I had to agree to the marriage. Without hesitation, I dropped to my knees, begging her to let my child go, but she